Hello, incredible. It's hard to clap. Hello, incredible one. I'm Darnyelle Jervey, and I'm excited to welcome you to Incredible Factor TV. If you ask me, this is the place you must be to learn breakthrough strategies to make your life and business an incredible one. Every week here on Incredible Factor TV, we get to take the question from someone in our community, and this week we're taking Ayana's question, and Ayana asks, "Hi Darnyelle, I'm really excited about it being a new year. So I've been in my full-time job for the past 12 years and I'm beginning to get the itch, but I'm simultaneously scared out of my mind. So my question for you is, how do you know when it's time to make the transition? And how do you get the courage to step out on faith?" Oh my goodness. Ayana, I love you for asking this question. So thank you so much, first and foremost, for asking the question. And let me just say this. I believe that having a corporate background and working in corporate America is a great backdrop for starting your own small business. Because I know for me, in my own experience, I spent 12 years in a Fortune 500 financial services company, and it taught me foundationally a lot of the principles and tenets that I utilize today in my very own company. And I remember my own journey when I started to get the proverbial headaches as I was driving into the parking lot, and I started to have those DMX moments, when somebody asks you to do something or suggests that you do something a certain way and you're ready to lose your mind up in there. And that's when I knew. When my focus was no longer on advancing the organization where I got a paycheck every 2 weeks, I knew that there needed to be another way for me to find a way to live and to thrive. And, I'm a person who I'm too dumb to doubt. I trust God. I trust His provision, and I trust His word when He tells me that He created His Son that I might have a life more abundant. I trust that. I don't doubt it. I'm not confused by it. So what I began to do, and this is what I would invite you to do, is to find that thing that you'd want to do instead. If you're not going to work every single day for someone else, what is it that you're going to do? For me, that started out with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and that quite honestly was just the bridge that brought me to Incredible One Enterprises today. But it was an opportunity to do something different, to be able to be of service to other people, and to create an environment for empowerment that really got me, gave me the courage, to use your word, to be willing to no longer sit behind someone else's desk. Because I think if you were born to be an entrepreneur, if you were born to lead, to impact and influence the lives of others, there will come a time when sitting behind someone else's desk will be extremely uncomfortable for you. And you will need to get out and really do your own thing so that you can really render service the way that you were born to render service. But you've got to create a plan, and you've got to make sure that you're not seeking to transition out of anything but a sure desire and clarity that your purpose is to serve lives in a different capacity. So you want to make sure that you first figure that out. And then second, you want to make sure that you put a transition plan in place. So think about what your lifestyle is now and how much money you need to have in the bank to enjoy that same lifestyle in your own business. It is quite possible that in your very first year of business, you won't be profitable. You won't be making the kind of money that you want. Are you going to be prepared for that? And are you in a position to be able to walk away from your job? And then the other thing I think you need to do is you need to make the shift. You need to begin to look at your job as your fundraising opportunity. Think about your employer as your prime investor. If you were to have your own publicly traded company that had investors, how would you treat your investors, right? You would be polite. You would be helpful. You would be doing what you needed to do in order to keep your investor happy. So you're going to have to, now that you've made the decision or you realize that it's time for you to go, you're going to have to make the shift and begin to look at your job as an opportunity to create funds to have your business. And you're going to have to probably give up some things. You're going to have to sacrifice so that you can save and create a cushion that has at least a year's worth of income before you step away from your job. So those are just some of the things, Ayana, that are going to help you to get started in this transition. I applaud you and congratulations, because I think recognizing that sitting behind someone else's desk is no longer for you is huge, and you should celebrate the fact that you've gotten there. But I also want to make sure that you and everybody else joins me for the after party, because I'll share a little bit more about this transition and what you need to plan for to make sure that you'll have a smooth transition and you'll be able to get yourself into a business that is going to be profitable as quickly as possible. So now I want to hear from you. What's your 2 cents? Have you recently made a transition and decided that being a full-time small business owner was what you wanted to do and how you wanted to serve the world? How was that for you? How did you decide to do it? How did you step out on faith? And what is the plan that you put in place to help to get you there? I know that not only will Ayana, but others in our community will truly benefit from you sharing your 2 cents. So make sure you join us during the after party at IncredibleOneEnterprises.com. It goes down every single week on our blog. And if you enjoyed this week's episode, do us a favor and subscribe. You can do it right here on this page. Then I want you to shout it from the rooftops using social media to share it with your friends, fans, and followers. And if you want to make sure that this year, 2014, is the year that you get delivered into a 6-figure or beyond business, you best to make sure you're receiving our weekly Easing the Incredible Factor. That's where I share the good stuff. It only goes down in that weekly publication. This has been Darnyelle Jervey from Incredible Factor TV saying be better, be stronger, more than anything, be incredible. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Take care.